factor at least right now, but it feels like it's 33. So, yeah, you need the warm coats, but what do you expect? It's December in Massachusetts. Key inactives, and there are some big ones today. You look at Tavon Austin, Saffold, the starting guard, Quinn, Gronkowski out for the year, and Slater, their best special teams player, is out. For more, down to the field we go, and we say hello to Pam Oliver.
Hey there, Kevin. Well, is this just another game for Tom Brady? Most likely it is. We talked to some teammates and coaches who told us, though, despite that humility, they really want to win this game for Tom Brady. Speaking with offensive coordinator Josh McDaniels, he said he has never heard Brady talk about an individual accomplishment. In fact, he says Brady talks about winning, and collecting championships. Back to you.
You know, Pam, it's really amazing for all the stuff the Patriots have done. One more win. He's got the most wins ever of any quarterback. That's pretty special. Rams won the toss. They defer. Jones on the kickoff takes it out across the 20. And so we will see the Patriots first and Tom Brady first here today. And, yeah, that has been the story. 7 starts this year. Remember, he missed the first 4 from the Deflategate suspension. And he's been awful, as you can see. 18 touchdowns and 1 interception.
Well, Kevin, you know, just piggybacking off of what Pam said, I had a chance to talk with Tom the other day, and he said this game is special for him because that's what he's all about, is winning. He said, look, it's what we're all trying to do. It's the ultimate team sport. So while most records don't matter, this one does.
And a run on first down at Dion Lewis. They will use 3 running backs, will the Patriots. We'll see Lewis, James White, and LeGarrette Blount all involved. And for the Pats, since Brady returned in Week 5, they've been stellar. They don't turn the ball over. Passing yards and total yards, 3rd in the league and 4th in points per game behind Bill Belichick. So it's working with Brady as it usually does.
And the challenge, Kevin, as we talked about in the open, it's the explosive plays. Rob Gronkowski averaged over 20 yards per catch. So that element, where are they going to find it? I'm interested to see, like everyone else is.
On second down, here is LeGarrette Blount. He's had a fantastic year. Head down across the 30, and he's got a New England first down just like that. Blount has been great. 869 yards rushing coming in.
Well, you know, around this time of year in December, shoulders are sore, it gets cold. It's really nice to have a 250-pound back who carries defenders with him. LeGarrette Blount playing spectacular football for these Patriots.
I told you about his year, almost 900 yards, John. Leads the league in rushing touchdowns. There's only been 4 1,000-yard rushers under Bill Belichick, and he's got a chance to be number 5. And they will run it again, coming near side. It's James White. And White has a gain of 9. So we've had 4 plays. We've seen 3 different running backs already.
Yeah, and what a nice change of pace that is. You go from the 250-pound back to the scat back, 200 pounds. Great blocking by Thuney, by Nate Solder. And James White just finding the space. And another nice gain on first down.
John, you wonder what you're going to do with that Rob Gronkowski. They only have 2 tight ends on the roster. They bring in Cam Fleming, number 71. He's an eligible receiver. They probably do that a lot. Here's Malcolm Mitchell, the rookie, coming off a 2-touchdown game, and has a Patriots first down. So the connection to the rookie out of Georgia, who's really starting to come into his own the last few games. But on Gronkowski, you touched on it in the open. He is, as good as this offense is overall, he's their big play guy.
Well, there's not a tougher matchup in football. You know, I played that position. Safeties are too small. Corners are too small. Linebackers aren't fast enough. So he's the ultimate matchup nightmare. You lose that, it's going to be a loss. The one thing you have Tom Brady, so he can play the methodical game too, so it doesn't hurt them as much as most teams losing that explosive element.
Patriots go jumbo formation, extra lineman with Blount getting the ball. Nice delay sidestep, and he's into Rams territory. You know, this Rams defense, John, they're pretty good, right? Most of the year, they got absolutely torched by Drew Brees last week. So, you know, their gift card is they got to come out and face Tom Brady, but it was a rough one for them in New Orleans.
And look, I've been there before against a great player like Drew Brees. That can happen. Can you rebound? Jeff Fisher said maybe they got a little too full of themselves. They got smacked in the mouth. Let's see how they respond. They've got great players like Aaron Donald, who's as good as we'll find in this league.
Brady, quick throw, far side. There's Dion Lewis, great tackle. Tremaine Johnson came up from the corner spot to make the play, and that'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, when you see these screens outside, the one thing you have to do is go attack it. You're going to see Tremaine Johnson. He sees it, you go and get it in the backfield. You beat the block of Chris Hogan. Really good football play by Trumaine Johnson.
Patriots bring on James White in the backfield on a 3rd and 10. They back off the blitz. Going to try and set up a screen. White has it. White to the edge and falling forward near a first down. I think he's going to be about a yard shy, though. It'll be a 4th and 1, and now does Bill Belichick go for it?
Well, he doesn't hesitate to send LeGarrette Blount and his heavy package in. Here comes Cameron Fleming and Devlin. The screens really hurt the Rams last week. They hurt them here on 3rd and long.
They bring in the big guys, everyone. One wide receiver, that's it. Blount in the eye. They'll run it. Blount, right side. Lot of room. LeGarrette Blount. Full force forward. Inside the 10. Touchdown.
Kevin LeGarrette Blount says no Gronk, no problem. He looks inside, it's not there, then he bounces. Trumaine Johnson, you can't do that. LeGarrette Blount has the ability to bounce it, so here's a 250-pound man. He can run through you, he can run around you, and he can outrace you to the end zone. Fantastic play and run by LeGarrette Blount in this Patriots offense.
They needed 1. They got 43. 7 touchdowns on the opening drive. It's the most in the league, and the exact opposite of how the Rams wanted to start this game. Gostkowski has missed 3 extra points this year, but that one dead central. Patriots do it off in an opening drive touchdown. LeGarrette Blount all the way home, and it's 7-0. New England. What a start. What a drive, an opener for the Patriots, mostly on the ground, and on 4th and 1, LeGarrette Blount, 43-yard run, and it was a nice run for Blount. His league-leading 13th rushing touchdown of the year. And so for this Rams defense, they've given up 10 touchdowns the last 16 possessions against them. And so now they'll get the ball and try and turn things around with Benny Cunningham, a good return, but he's tripped up by the 15.
Kevin, we talk about gap discipline all the time. Watch Mark Barron. He's going to go inside. Well, if he does that, Trumaine Johnson, you have to go outside and put an edge on it. They both end up in the same gap. LeGarrette Blount, tremendous vision. He finds the weakness and he hits it. Another self-inflicted wound for this Rams defense.
And then the little juke, Maurice Alexander, had no idea where to go. And they're trying to figure this out. And now we get to see the rookie for the Rams. It's Jared Goff at 22 years old, the youngest starting quarterback in the league, his 3rd NFL start. And they'll run it to Gurley, and Gurley nowhere to go. Alan Branch, who just had a good day yesterday, his appeal of a suspension, he won it, so he is feeling good and makes a play.
He's a big body in the middle. He's hard to move, and there he gets in the backfield. But for Jared Goff, when you have a rookie quarterback, as you've seen Alan Branch beat the center Barnes, when you have a rookie quarterback, you got to help him out. Negative yardage plays is not how you do that.
On 2nd down, they'll throw it. Goff double pump, throws. Nearly intercepted. He was looking for Pharaoh Cooper. And again, with these Rams, Tavon Austin, their playmaker on offense, out today, so Cooper will get a lot of time, and now a 3rd and 11.
Well, Kevin, Bill Belichick promised us he was going to bring some pressure on Jared Goff. That's exactly what he does. Right up the middle with Dante Hightower. They're going to see how the rookie handles it. They think he tends to watch the rush more than keep his eyes downfield when you bring pressure, so expect that all day.
Rams not good on 3rd down. 3rd and long. Goff, pressure. Ninkovich spins away. Throws it near side. Kendricks couldn't hit him. Almost made a fantastic play, did Goff, but instead, it's a 3 and out.
Well, Bill Belichick, he told us the truth. What do you do when you got a guy whose eyes tend to watch the rush? You bring an extra rusher. Rob Ninkovich runs right over Havenstein. And Goff does well to not get sacked.
And so here comes Johnny Hekker, who's having an absolutely fabulous year. Bill Belichick talked about Johnny Hekker for 10 minutes to us the other day. Johnny loves this Rams punter. Another high, deep kick and out of bounds, so no return available. And so for Tom Brady, he has been simply the best. It is chilly here in Foxborough, and it's been a chilly start for the Rams. Patriots had an opening drive touchdown, and then L.A. went 3 and out. So here comes Tom Brady and the Patriots one more time. On first down, he's got some pressure. Dumps it to Edelman on the cross, and he's got a first down. Joyner on the tackle, but Edelman is going to pick up 12, and that'll get negated because there's a penalty.
Number 62, 10-yard penalty. Replay, first down.
Jerome Boger stealth on the flag throw there, John.
Yes, it's Joe Thuney, the rookie out of North Carolina State, who was called with the hold. And it's something the Patriots pride themselves on. They talk about it a lot. Let's not beat yourselves. And Thuney does. See at the end of the play, pushing down easily in protection.
So that'll help. It'll be a first down and 20 for the Rams defense, that is. Brady from the gun. Fakes, and it's going to go back to the other side. It's Martellus Bennett with the catch. And he's dragged down a good tackle that time by Tremaine Johnson. And with Gronkowski out, now a lot on the plate of Martellus Bennett.
And that's really one of his strengths. He's a big guy, 275 pounds, but he runs like he's a little guy. He's great with the ball, yards after the catch, as are this entire team. That's what they really thrive on. They lead the league in yards after the catch. Part of that is how accurate Tom Brady is. He throws it to him right on the spot so they can utilize those skills.
Well, I got one other tight end on the roster, Matt Lengo. They will run it here, and why not? That was a big part of the first drive. This is White. So it'll be a lot on Bennett. And we've seen already, John, they are unique. 3 backs, all different skill sets, and they are all very effective for this offense.
Yeah, they are. And different kinds, different styles of backs. You know, Blunt, the big 250-pound thumper. Then you got James White and Dion Lewis, both dynamic guys out of the backfield in the pass game and can run it as well.
2 of those backs in there now with White and Lewis together. Third and long. Pressure coming. Brady steps up, throws complete to Lewis. Great tackle. Alexander came out of the safety spot and nailed him right away, and the Rams defense gets a stop.
And when you're playing the Patriots, tackling is essential. Good tackling is because of their success on the yards after catch. We've seen 2 examples on this drive. First McDonald, now Alexander. Outstanding tackling.
So the Rams get a little help from the penalty, and now we'll see Ryan Allen punt it away. Pharaoh Cooper, with Austin inactive today, gets a chance to return his second punt of the year, and not much. 3 on the return, Bolden on the stop. 7-0 Patriots, Rams football, and we're back in a moment. For those kids, huh, John?
Love it. It's outstanding. They played 6 here the other night.
So 7-0 Patriots, second possession for the Rams. Gaff gonna throw. Looking, gonna go deep, near side. Britt knocks away a potential interception. It was underthrown, and Malcolm Butler would have picked it, but Britt did a nice job.
Well, Malcolm Butler, on size alone, this is a mismatch. He's 5'11". Kenny Britt goes 6'3" or 6'4", but Malcolm Butler plays with an huge chip on his shoulder. Look at the elevation there. Outstanding play by Malcolm Butler.
Interesting to note today, Jared Goff wearing gloves on both hands.
Well, he likes to do that in cold weather, in wet weather, and he's in New England. You know those balls are going to be pumped up.
That is true. Handoff up the middle, and that's not going to go very, very far at all. And so the Rams running game, John, you know, you think about this team coming into the year, what they need to be running the ball. They just haven't done it this year. They haven't been able to do it. They're 29th in the league running the football. With Todd Gurley, it's unacceptable.
It is unacceptable. The good news is, my eyes on the film the last couple of weeks, he's starting to look like the guy from 2015 that we all thought was going to be special. showing glimpses of first, and now it takes 11. It takes an offensive line, takes other people blocking. That hasn't been good enough as well.
Benny Cunningham in the backfield this time on 3rd and 8. 4-man pressure. Goff unloads. Quick makes the catch, and he is short of a first down. Well short. Deron Harmon came in to make the stop. And so the Rams will punt it away one more time.
Well, every time it's been a passing situation, they're bringing an extra guy. And right there, Rob Ninkovich letting the rookie know we're coming, and we're coming all day. Jared Goff doing a nice job getting rid of the football, but again, excellent tackling by the New England Patriot defense.
And so Johnny Hekker, 2-time Pro Bowler. Look at these numbers for Hekker. And don't forget, this guy can throw the ball. He's done it in his career plenty of times. 6 for 10 passing for 99 yards in his career and a touchdown. So that's something to be aware of. Trust me, the Patriots know it too. This time, just another great punt. And it's fumbled and picked up by New England. Boy, got lucky as the drop on the return by Jones. He's had that issue, but it falls right in the lap of the Patriots, who take over up Super Bowl. Rams, it just hasn't happened for them. And these two coaches, where they stand right now, Belichick has built a dynasty, and Jeff Fisher is trying to find it for the Rams, but he, fresh off the news of a 2-year deal, so he's got more time to try and build his team back to Providence. Here is LeGarrette Blount going to get it for first down for New England.
I can't tell you how impressed I am with LeGarrette Blount right now. The way he's seeing holes. I mean, even right there, you got a 4-yard gain. But that was spectacular. He's seeing exactly where the open holes are. When you have great vision and you combine it with great skill and size like Blount has, watch out.
Good, done. 319! We need to alert! Done. 319!
Run it again. Blount cuts back. Good move by Blount. And he's just shy of a first down. First game break of the day. Let's check in with Carissa Thompson.
Thanks, Kevin. Head to Baltimore. Dennis Pitta, 13-yard touchdown catch from Joe Flacco. First touchdown since 2013 for him. Ravens up 14-0. John and Kevin.
So Miami's big win streak, thanks Chris, is in jeopardy. 6 in a row. Boy, Dennis Pitt has been through with the injuries. Good to see him back. And the Ravens up 14-0. 7-0 Patriots, our score here. They marked that run by Blount a first down. I thought he was a little bit short. Instead, it's a first down for New England. From the 30, Brady fires complete. It's Edelman. Another first down as Edelman gets out to the 43 and picks up 13 more.
Talk about accuracy. That's the definition of it. He just throws that ball exactly where it needs to be. Look at the tight release, the tight spiral. Exactly where it needs to be for Julian Edelman.
Patriots bringing that extra lineman one more time. They've done that a bunch already today. They did it a bunch last week. And they will run it. Blount that time met behind the line of scrimmage. Ethan Westbrooks is the guy there. This Rams defensive line, they're banged up. Robert Quinn out today, but they can play.
And that's what you have to do, Kevin. When you got a big back like that, you never let them get started. But talking about can play, this guy Aaron Donald, Westbrooks just made that play, but this Aaron Donald, there's no one better at his position in this league than Aaron Donald. Bill Belichick just gushed about him the other day to us, as he rightly should.
2nd and 13. Fake the run. Tipped at the line, hanging up there, and who came down with it? White somehow made the catch. I thought Ogletree was going to have that. And Brockers got the ball tipped.
It's Michael Brockers in the middle. Does a nice job to get that right hand up. But watch James White go and attack that football. Take it away from Alec Ogletree.
Ogletree had the leap, but White had the hands to haul it in and keep it with New England. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and 9. Some play. Pressure, blitz, Brady gets it away. No one home, incomplete. Greg Williams brought the blitz with LaMarcus Joyner, and the Rams defense gets another hole.
Brady got rid of the ball in time to beat the blitz, but a miscommunication between he and Chris Hogan his wide receiver. Tom Brady took a nice lick from Joyner. It's one thing you need to do when you're playing the best. You need to let them feel you. You need to hit them off, and anyone who's had success playing Tom Brady, it starts with guys like, I think back to that Giants Super Bowl, Michael Strahan, Justin Tuck hitting them all day.
No flag there. There's no contact, so the Rams can get back on side. Now we get a flag after the snap. Farrell Cooper calling a fair catch. He is decked. Obviously, for a chance to catch the ball. Ball is loose. New England says they have it, but he got hammered before he had a chance to catch it, and there's a flag back near the line of scrimmage. So there's a lot to decipher on this play. Cooper called a fair catch. He's got to be allowed to try and catch the football. Let's watch again.
So there he is signaling.
Oh, it was his own guy.
His own guy runs, but I'm not so sure it touched anyone, Kevin.
Yeah, Blake Countess, the backup cornerback. Yeah, I don't think, judging from that replay, I don't think it was touched. Let's look again.
It's his own man who hits him, but that ball doesn't hit anyone, and so as soon as 36 touches it, that ball,
just down ball,
should be the Rams' ball.
But there's a penalty back at the line of scrimmage.
Formation. Defense. The defender was lining up over the kicker, over the punter, on the snapper. That 5-yard penalty has been declined. First down, Los Angeles.
So after all that, it's just a punt, and the Rams have the football. A lot of confusion there. Guys running into each other, maybe a fumble recovery. It's the Rams football. How about that? 2:21 to go in the first quarter. Along with John Lynch, Pam Oliver, I'm Kevin Burkhardt. Glad to have you along. Patriots scored on the opening drive, but the Rams defense has held the last 2 times. And they take possession. We looked at it again, that replay. There was no touching of the ball by the Rams. Actually touched first by the Pats, which can't do, so it's Rams football. And a completion to Quick, who falls down shy of a first. Going to pick up about 9. Logan Ryan is on the coverage for Goff.
Kevin, this is what you like about the young man. Watch him work his progression. He's going to come out, look to the left, nothing there. He goes to 2, not there over the middle, all the way back to his 3rd read in the progression. He's shown this in the 2 games that he's played. It's been impressive. You don't see that a lot from rookies. Kevin, I loved his confidence the other day. You know, Jeff Fisher had the plan of sitting and waiting for him to be ready. He said, John, Kevin, I was ready a long time ago.
Yeah.
I understand there was a plan, but I've been ready.
Gets a chance to show us that today, going for his first NFL win. Blitz coming. Goes the other way to Gurley, trying to make a move on Hightower. Spins his way to what should be a Rams first down, depending on the spot.
So again, Bill Belichick told us the other day, look, I like the kid. I think he's going to be a really good player, but his eyes watch the rush when he gets pressured. So what are we going to do? We're going to rush him. And we're seeing that come to fruition. Patrick Chung that time was about to lay the wood on Jared Goff right before he got rid of it.
There's a start for Goff. As the Rams just picked up their first down. Fake run to Gurley. Time for Goff. Stands in. Fires high. Incomplete. Quick tried to one-hand it. But couldn't make the play.
But interesting in that Jared Goff, the knock on him, can he play under center? He spent his whole college career from the shotgun. What do? They put him under center and they go play action. They say he's very comfortable, but you got to have a more accurate football. Should it be caught in the NFL? Absolutely. But Jared Goff can help him with the accuracy. Brian Quick got to catch that.
John, this Michael Thomas, number 13 in the game for the Rams, bottom of your screen. He's a special teams demon, but he's a speed burner. Rams really want to get him involved on offense to see if it happens today. Instead, they'll run it. Gurley, not much as he's powering forward. He's actually going to work his way out near the 33, so a good second effort by Gurley is going to pick up 4.
You know, Kevin, and look, their offensive line is struggling, but great runners. You think Adrian Peterson and whatnot, which people were putting Todd Gurley. Sometimes it's not blocked perfectly, and you make it work. And you haven't seen a lot of that. The thing, like I said, you should be encouraged. The last couple weeks, he's starting to do that a little bit more. When it's not perfectly blocked, he's starting to make it happen.
Rams need to get to the 39. Play clock at 1. Get it off. Stunt. Goff stands in, dropped, intercepted. It is picked off by Malcolm Butler. That has got to be a catch, and instead it turns into an interception for New England.
Look, that will go in the stat book as an interception for Jared Goff, but Lance Kendricks, you got to catch that football.
Patriots take over in Rams territory. After one, they're up 7.
It's a nice job of locating, staying poised, throws a perfect pass. You got to catch that, Lance Kendricks. Instead, Malcolm Butler being opportunistic. The Patriots have been looking for turnovers. They just got one.
When you're a team that's struggling like the Rams and you're 1-6 your last 7 games, that's the stuff that's going on. And so now, with the interception, New England takes over on their own 30. Brady back to throw, calmly to the other side. It's Lewis looking to make a move, but he's hit immediately. And Lewis will pick up about 6. Corey Littleton is on the tackle.
You think about the difference. You got Jared Goff, first-time rookie quarterback. You got Tom Brady, 17th year. He's been in the same system for 17 years. The coordinators have changed, but Tom Brady has been the constant, along with Bill Belichick. His mastery of this system, know where to go with the ball. It's incredible.
Second down, Lewis cuts up the middle. Another nice move. And he is going to be near the 20, and that should be a first down for the Patriots.
And another consistent thing, Kevin, that had been there for a long time and it left for the last couple. Their offensive line coach, Dante Scarnecchia, he's back with this team. And no disrespect to whoever the O-line coach had been when he was gone on his little hiatus. It's a different team with Dante Scarnecchia, one of the great coaches in this game. He's back, and you can see it with the way his offensive line's playing.
31st season as a Patriot. Lewis, great jump cut, and room to the left side. Dion Lewis inside the 15. Boy, he is explosive. Had that tough injury last year, just signed a new contract, and then an ACL, but now back for his 3rd game.
Look, you're going to see the wham by Devlin. That's intended for Aaron Donald to slow him down. It's on blockers there. But again, the great vision of these Patriot running backs. You better be on your point, in your gap, setting the edge. The Rams not doing that effectively thus far.
Lewis or Brady, end zone. Hogan, what a catch! Yards for the touchdown.
Well, I thought a great discussion with Bill Belichick the other day. You asked him about Chris Hogan, a backup in Buffalo. They don't care what he did in Buffalo. They care what he's going to do with the New England Patriots. They thought he had value. They thought he would fit in their system. I think a lot of people fit when Tom Brady's throwing the ball like that. But great body control by Chris Hogan bringing it in.
What an adjustment. And so the Patriots capitalize. The interception by Butler. And then the touchdown to Hogan for 14 yards. His 3rd reception for a TD this year. Extra point is up and good. And just like that, the turnover converted. Hogan on the beauty from Brady. And it's 14-0 New England here in the 2nd quarter from Foxborough. Win number 200. Could it be 201 today for Tom Brady? They're on their way. With NFL Mobile, 14-0 Patriots early in the 2nd quarter. Malcolm Butler with a pick on a ball that Lance Kendricks has to catch, and then Tom Brady calmly directs a 30-yard drive, and the 14-yard touchdown hookup back shoulder to Hogan. And that's where we are with the Patriots up 2 scores. And so the Rams, after getting blown out in New Orleans last week, have a big deficit. Cunningham will take a knee. They'll start on their own 25. Most outspoken duo in sports talk is on FS1.
Tomorrow, we debate all of today's NFL action.
And I'll tell you why the Cowboys won't make the Super Bowl.
And you'll be wrong again. Undisputed, America's fastest growing sports show, 9:30 Eastern, FS1.
Tom Brady trying to become the winningest quarterback in NFL history, going against the guy who's just looking for his first win today.
You know, and how about Jared Goff, your second and third games of your career against Drew Brees and Tom Brady? We asked him about that the other day. He said, I played fantasy and Madden with these guys, and now I'm on the same field with them.
It's got to be at least a little eye-opening, and now he's got to get to work. Rams have it at the 25. He stumbles, somehow gets it to Gurley, who surges ahead for a few. The start has looked Ramsian in some ways.
See him get stepped on by his center, Tim Barnes. Ball security is key. Kind of tosses that back, and Todd Gurley, good job of securing it, because that's probably not the play you want to make, tossing it back. But Tim Barnes getting blown back into Goff and not looking good for the Rams right now.
See the rushing discrepancy. That's been the case all year for the Rams. They can't run it when they have wanted to, and getting behind early by 2 touchdowns doesn't help. Second down, blitz coming. Goff in trouble, trying to spin away, and he's taken down. Logan Ryan on the corner blitz.
Look, and they're throwing so much at Jared Goff. You got all this in here, but then kind of a little delayed blitz coming from Logan Ryan. Jared Goff never sees him. So tremendous disguise by the New England Patriots. Logan Ryan with just a little bit of hesitation. He sees the pressure in front of him. He never sees Logan Ryan.
Patriots are bringing the heat on Jared Goff, and they've done it since the start of this game. 3rd and 20. 3-man rush this time, coming near side. It's caught by Higbee, the backup tight end, but he is nowhere near a first down. And a 3-and-out for Los Angeles. It's about the exact opposite of how you want to start this game if you're Jeff Fisher. And we see Johnny Hecker on the punt. The job that he's done this year, he's been fabulous. And after we saw the fumble last time out from Cyrus Jones, we get a different punt returner.
They call Kevin Burkhardt. Bill Belichick, who lives by the mantra, ball security is job security, says enough of you, Cyrus. We got to catch these things.
Amendola retreating inside his own 15. Room to return. And he's tackled out at the 22 by Corey Littleton after a 61-yard punt. Patriots Day here in New England. They are doing it all. And they've got the 14-0 lead in the second. Field, California, and you trek down south 39 miles. Junipero Serra High School, San Mateo, California. Tom Brady was winning his first Super Bowl in 2002, and Jared Goff was 7. So, Rams fans hoping that that Goff could somehow compare to Brady. Here's Bennett, as Brady's Patriots have a 14-0 lead in the early going here. And Goff has looked okay so far. The interception was clearly not his fault.
No, and look, the word he used the other day, being on the same field with Brady, surreal. And it is an incredible opportunity. You just wonder for Jared Goff, is there enough around him? Tavon Austin not here today. Even without Tavon Austin, I'm not sure they have a true number 1. Kenny Britt's had a fine year. Their offensive line been in shambles, so tough sledding for Jared Goff.
Edelman gets some blocks, and he's out across the 30 and to the 31 before Joyner brings him down. He'll bring up a 3rd down and short. I think for the Rams too, John, you know, last year they spent, what, 3 picks in the draft, high picks on offensive linemen, and their offensive line has been a disappointment.
It has been, and now you're playing with, I think, the guy who's playing the best, Roger Saffold. He's not healthy today, so it gets even tougher for Jeff Fisher.
3rd down and 1. Lewis going to cut it outside. It's worked all day. Couple flags, though, so this one might be coming back. And let's get the call from Jerome Boger.
Offense, number 88. 10-yard penalty. He plays 3rd down.
Martellus Bennett, who's not been known for his blocking throughout his career, has blocked tremendously for these Patriots. And he's going to be right up here. Hands inside, but it gets outside the framework of his body. And the flags start flying at Martellus Bennett.
And so that moves it back. Instead of a 1st down, it'll be a 3rd down and 11. Patriots need the 32 for a first. Blocked up for Brady. Fires and he's got it. Amendola with the conversion. And another first down for New England. That's a 17-yard gain.
We talked about Dante Scarnecchia. Watch his boys work. What a pocket for Tom Brady to step up. And then he rifles it into a small window. Amendola is going to sit exactly where he should. It's not a big window, but Tom Brady doesn't need a big window. Great execution by these Patriots.
And out to the line, and we'll give it to LeGarrette Blount, who rumbles across the 40 for William Hayes. Comes and meets him there.
Kevin, we noted in the opening that they're playing without Robert Quinn. Robert Quinn had a concussion, was in the protocol. Jeff Fisher said it was close. We just couldn't clear him in the protocol. You're missing Robert Quinn out here because they're struggling to get pressure. They're doubling Aaron Donald inside. Somebody else has to come alive for these Rams.
19. Alert! Alert! Warren! Warren, 52! 19!
Blount sidesteps one tackler, but not the next. So there's your guys. Aaron Donald came in there and helped blow that play up.
You talk about power. You talk about strength. You talk about this guy, Aaron Donald, so explosive. They try to double him. He fights through that double. The penetration, though, by Sims helped out Aaron Donald. But look at that strength. Look at that will. Wow. Aaron Donald, a special player.
Two-time Pro Bowler for this Rams team. That'll bring him a third down and 8. Back off the blitz. Brady going far side, completes. And that's another first down. It's Malcolm Mitchell. 14 yards to Mitchell. 2 catches today.
Well, watch the route. Malcolm Mitchell is a guy who has earned Tom Brady's trust. Offensive coordinator Josh McDaniels said he's very mature for a rookie. That ingratiates him to Tom. But what he's learned, Kevin, is to get balls from Tom Brady, you better do it in practice. He's done it in practice. He's getting more and more. 3 touchdowns in the last 2 weeks for
11
Mitchell.
catches, too. Brady in trouble. Somehow gets away from the sack. Fires to Bennett, incomplete. But he gets away, and that could have been worse. Ethan Westbrook's had the pressure. Brings me to a conversation we had with Belichick the other day about it just doesn't seem like the Patriots have too many negative plays.
Well, that's what they live on. I mean, he talks about, you know, you got to eliminate the negatives. We can't win until we keep from losing. That's the mantra around here. He's just instilled that in Tom Brady, where that's the way Tom thinks. Tom said, if I throw an interception on first down, as you see Dion Lewis run the football, that's really stupid of me, because you think of all the options I have on first down. Throw it downfield. If it's not there, check it down. If not there, throw it away, take a sack. And that's the way he thinks. They don't beat themselves. Tom Brady says, look, all these wins, 90% of them, the other team beats themselves. We try not to do that. Seems pretty simple, but not everyone thinks like that.
Not everyone does it. Well, kind of brought up the play last week against the Jets. He fumbled the snap. They ended up scoring a touchdown. But it's like, hey, just don't get the negative play. You see his numbers, incredible in clutch situations, third down, red zone, things like that. This will be a 3rd and 8. Blitz. Brady backpedaling in trouble and just dumps it off. I don't know if there was a receiver nearby. And now a little extracurricular stuff. T.J. McDonald and Brady had some words and maybe a little shove.
Tom Brady, as feisty as competitor as there is. And T.J. McDonald, he brought it. He was free on the blitz. But I think it was the little extra at the end that Tom Brady didn't appreciate. Right there, kind of pushing himself up. And Tom Brady, he's going to come right back at T.J. McDonald, and the fans here in New England love that.
So the Rams get a stop. Rams have allowed the yards today. 1 touchdown, obviously the turnover gave him great field position. So another punt by Allen. Cooper going to call fair catch. This time doesn't run into his own man. But the Rams have a long way to go. Backed up inside the 10. Here's his last play. McDonald coming in. Brady says, get off me, man. I've got 200 wins. Running from Gurley there. He had nothing, but he turned it into a 5-yard gain. You know, Todd Gurley, he emerged on the scene after the ACL last year that he suffered in college and was a star. But you look at what he did last year compared to this year. 2015 in the blue dots. The red is 2016. And it's just, he hasn't gone above 85 yards in a game this year. And you see he had 5 100-yard games last year. It's been a world of difference. And as you said, it's not all his fault, obviously. But he's not scot-free on it either.
No, he's not. He hasn't run like the same guy as 2015. That looked more like the guy at 2015, that second down run.
3rd and 5. Goff standing in near side. Kenny Britt, and he drops the ball. That would have been a first down, but another key drop. Would anyone like to make a play for the Rams?
You got a rookie quarterback. I keep saying it, but somebody's got to help the kid out. This is a dime. He puts it right on the money, in between the 1 and the 8, and Kenny Britt just drops it. Good finish by Devin McCourty, a fine player, but that ball needs to be caught.
The Rams can't do anything on offense, and they have certainly made their mistakes. So now Johnny Hecker, who is their offense sometimes. That's a low punt for him, and then returnable for Amendola. Tries to make a move, but nothing doing there. Chase Reynolds down on special teams. And so the Rams can't get anything going on offense. Send help immediately to Foxborough. Patriots, they're chilling, up 14 in the second. Maybe the best season of his career. And he had a drop. Lance Kendricks had a drop before that resulted in an interception. Rams just can't do anything on offense today. Here are the Patriots now with LeGarrette Blount bouncing off 15 Rams, and a lot of effort for the negative play. And it'll be 2nd down for New England. You know, you said it. You got a rookie quarterback. You got no run game today and a couple of huge drops.
And you know, he's made some good throws that, you know, we saw the one through Kendrick's hands, turned into an interception, not his fault. That last throw, you can't throw it any better. And Kenny Britt, who's been very reliable all year, just drops it.
Brady has time, calmly fires at Edelman. And Julian Edelman is up to the 49. Will bring up a 3rd down and short for New England. Talking to Josh McDaniels about these Patriots receivers, John. You know, they don't have the 6'4" guy. They have very similar receivers in their skill sets, but it works for them.
Well, you go way back to Troy Brown. He's here today because they're celebrating the 15th anniversary. Way back to him, those are the type of receivers they like. Most quarterbacks don't like it. I think Tom Brady, being so tall, it lets them see him, and they love the yards after catch that comes with the quickness.
It works for them on 3rd down. They also love that, first downs, and they get a lot of them, like Amendola does there to move the chains.
Crazy thing, Kevin. 3rd down in this league, it's supposed to get tougher on quarterbacks. His rating skyrockets. It's better on 3rd down, and it's because he's just seen it all. Whatever look you throw at him, Tom Brady's seen it. He's so familiar with this offense, and then it's just a skill set where he throws some of the most accurate footballs I've ever seen.
Here's Brady. Pressure steps away, and just going to throw it away. You know, I'll talk about the rating because you bring up a great point. Tom Brady, it's almost hard to believe, John, because on the year his rating is 116. His rating on 3rd down is 149. How can you be that much better on 3rd down than you are in overall generally the game?
You know what? Because I think, you know, we're talking about a guy who is going to become the all-time winningest quarterback if this game keeps going the way it is. I think the harder the situation, the more he embraces it. He thrives on tough situations, and it
works. They're going to run it here, and it also works when you have running backs that do this, as Dion Lewis is going to have a gain of 9.
It's a perfect illustration what I was talking about earlier. Tom Brady didn't like what he saw on 1st down. What do? He threw it away.
Yep.
You come back on 2nd down. Your offensive line does a great job. Dion Lewis shoots through there. Now you got a 3rd and 1. That's how this team operates. A lot of quarterbacks would have tried to force it on 1st down. He throws it away. You live to see another down, and this is the byproduct.
And they bring on the extra lineman. They bring on the fullback. They'll run it with Blount. And it's close. We'll see where the spot is. I think he's got enough, but we'll see where they put the ball. Corey Littleton's been active for the Rams today. He's in on another tackle. I think he's a little short, John.
Bill Belichick, again, not hesitant. He's always been aggressive on 4th down. Has great faith in his players. Got to watch the hard count. if you're the Los Angeles Rams.
Last 4th and 1 in this game, LeGarrette Blount ran for a 43-yard touchdown. They give it to him again. This looks to safety. He's got a first down. I mean, that was like the same play that Blount ran on the other 4th down. Not a touchdown, but it moves the chain.
It was the same play, and I'll say the same thing. Somebody needs to put a cap on it. Someone needs to put an edge on it. You see, again, Littleton that time had his head inside, then wants to peek inside. You can't do it. You got to play your job. Bill Belichick says it all the time. Do your job. The Rams aren't, the Patriots are, and Bill Belichick, that's excited for him.
Patriots keep the drive moving. 8th play of the drive movement, and that may be on Los Angeles.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense, number 90. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
It's on Michael Brockers, but Kevin, you know, talking to Bill Belichick about Brady, you know, one of the things he said is all the plays he makes that don't show up in the stat sheet. There's a perfect example. Go hard count on 1st and 10. You get them to jump. Now all of a sudden you got 1st and 5.
Patriots at the 2-minute warning, looking good, up 14, going for more. 14-0 New England. Follow your favorite team all season long. Go to iTunes.com/NFL. Check this dude out. He's rocking and rolling, apparently going gardening after too with the gloves. Here are the Patriots driving as they're trying to finish off this half with more points. 14-0 they lead. They got on 4th and 1. They got a LeGarrette Blount 43-yard run in the first quarter, and then it was Butler interception, setting up a 30-yard drive, and then Hogan. Is that Matt Patricia? It looks exactly like the Patriots coordinator.
I'm saying, what's he doing in the stands?
I mean, it looks exactly like him. I don't know if we've got a good shot of Matt, but we've got to get to it because that is, oh my goodness. That's unreal. 2nd and 1. Falling forward with a sneak for a couple yards and a first down. As 1:21 to go in the half, and the Patriots call their first timeout. I mean, if you didn't have a headset on there, could you really tell who's who? That's unbelievable.
And to think the guy on your right was almost a rocket scientist.
Matt Patricia, it's amazing. He's turned, look at this. Did he not tell us that he's got a twin somewhere out there? That is awesome. That is just awesome. Yeah, we were talking Matt Patricia, who's become one of the great assistant coaches in this league. Guy could have had a job on nuclear submarines, but he loved football.
Robotics. He told his mom cried, I'm going to go be a GA at Amherst for $5,000, and gave up a highly paying job, but he loved it, and he's turned into a great one. He'll be someone's head coach here soon if someone is smart out there.
Apparently he's discovered cloning as well, as Malcolm Mitchell is tackled immediately by Michael Jordan. He's been in the game a lot because E.J. Gaines has been out.
Even in this situation, Kevin, you see how the Patriots don't panic. A lot of teams go into the hurry-up mode. They're taking their time. They want to leave. They want to score, but they want to leave zero time for their opponent.
Second down and 13. Rams have all their timeouts, just choosing not to call it to give them even more time. Over the middle, that's a completion, and it's Mitchell again inside the 10, shy of a first down. 43 seconds, and oh so calm of the Patriots as they stroll up to the line.
That kid gets it, this Malcolm Mitchell. You watch him play, he understands football. He understands the open parts of zones and where to sit, the body language you should present to a quarterback. I really like this young man, and most importantly as a receiver, he catches it.
4th round pick out of Georgia. 3rd down and 4. Brady firing far side. End zone! Almost for Bennett, but incomplete. McDonald was there on the coverage, and a 4th down. It looks like a field goal try.
I tell you what, T.J. McDonald came to play today. We saw him pressure Brady early. These back shoulders are tough to play, but that's exactly how you play them. You turn your body into the receiver, gets his hand up in there. That's excellent football by T.J. McDonald. Martellus Bennett, that's a route tailor-made for him. A beautifully thrown football. Just a great play by T.J. McDonald.
And so it'll be a 28-yard field goal try for Stephen Gostkowski, and he puts it up and through. 17-0 New England. Just 11 seconds to go in this first half. And why don't we get a little sneak peek of what's coming up at halftime?
Coming up on the Visa Halftime, we'll get you all caught up on all the action around the league. The Packers host Houston. The Dolphins going for their 7th straight win as they travel to Baltimore. And it all comes up next when we all get together on the desk for the Visa Halftime Show.
All right, Kurt, thank you very much. Patriots, when leading at half, have only won 84 straight home games. It's pretty hard to, so many things you can say about Tom Brady, but his record at home is just, it is pretty amazing. He's 98-16 here in Foxborough.
And you know how? His head coach this week, and I think it's the greatest compliment Bill Belichick could pay to someone. He said he's the greatest situational football player I've ever been around. Wow. And you look at that situation, they didn't score a touchdown, but what they did, they left 0 time, and you saw the calmness. Most teams want to go hot, so much tempo. We see it throughout the league. You leave time. Look, the Rams are struggling, but they're always working. You leave 10 seconds for Jared Goff and the Rams. What are they going to do? They're going to take a knee and go in the locker room. So they just do the little things right because they work on the little things all the time. They work every situation possible.
And they've got a 17-0 lead because of it. Here's the kick. It's going to scurry into Benny Cunningham's arms. He's got some room to return. Out near the 25 with 6 seconds to go in the half, and you'd have to think this would be a knee down, but we'll see a kneel down. This weekend we pay tribute to the events at Pearl Harbor 75 years ago and honor those who selflessly served our country. Fox Sports proud to support merging vets and players and its mission of ensuring our nation's warriors can be as productive off the field as they were on it by joining combat veterans with elite athletes to form a common bond over dedication and teamwork. Visit foxsportsupports.com to learn more, and that is a great job by our Jay Glazer spearheading that whole effort.
Awesome job by Jay Glazer. Such worthy work that he's doing, and a tremendous program, and proud to be a part of a company that supports our military.
That'll end the half. Rams with 1 first down in that half. They got nothing on offense. Patriots in control with a 17-0 lead at the break. Kurt, Terry, Howie, Michael, Jimmy, halftime show coming up. Then the Rams have yards. That is legitimately true. John Lynch is here, and I'm Kevin Burkhardt. It's the fewest yards and a half Bill Belichick's team has ever allowed. 25 for the Rams. Wow.
And they're stepping up to the plate, these Patriots are, and they're finding explosion plays via LeGarrette Blount without Rob Gronkowski. For the Rams, you got to help your rookie quarterback. We've chronicled it at 3 drops at least. You got to help the young man out, establish a run game, and stay on the field on 3rd down. You talked about 25 yards. It's because they only have a few plays. I mean, come on, stay on the field, help them out.
This team, obviously we know what they've done under Bill Belichick, 16 consecutive winning seasons, but it all started, John, in Belichick's 2nd year, 2001. That's when they went to the Super Bowl and surprised everyone with the win over the Rams. And Pat Summerall introduced that group as a team before the Super Bowl. First time anyone had ever done it. And earlier today, they recorded Pat Summerall did it again.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, choosing to be introduced as a team, here are the American Football Conference champions, the New England Patriots.
That was at the half, and there is one member of that team still playing. There he is.
Kevin, I think back to that time. It was a time in our country right after 9/11, and you talk about things that are transcendent. That spoke to every American. That spoke to every player throughout the league. Awful cool to see all those guys out here.
And so the Rams will get the ball to start it off. Cunningham looking to give him a little spark. Across the 20. Down to the sidelines we go with Pam Oliver.
Hey there, Kevin, talking to Jeff Fisher at the half. He said he's seeing what he thought he would see, and that's pretty much a very disciplined Patriots defense. Said we can't afford to make mistakes. We got to get our run game going because that is what we're built on. And as far as Bill Belichick went, he told me that this is the kind of game where you can let somebody take you off guard. We have to stay disciplined. He respects that team, and he wants to not have those negative plays so much in the run game.
He hasn't had many, Pam, but it's hard to please Bill Belichick, that's for sure. And it's 17-0. See if the Rams get something going here with their 22-year-old quarterback, the #1 overall pick in tow, and we get a flag to start it off. And they'll be moving backward to start. Halftime numbers.
All-star. Offense, number 18. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
It's on Kenny Britt. I mean, that's just ugly if you're the Rams, but John said it. They've had mistakes. They have at least a couple drops that could have led to first down. So Goff not being helped, and it can't get the running game going. Patriots have moved the ball all over the field, as evidenced by the 230 yards that they have in the 21 minutes in time of possession. So 1st and 15 for Los Angeles. Goff looking away from pressure. He's in trouble. He gets drilled, completes the Britt, and he drops it again.
Well, again, I sound redundant because I need to be redundant. That ball needs to be caught. Give the Patriots some credit. Your rookie quarterback's doing a heck of a job. They drop 3. He extends the play. Kenny Britt does a great job of finding the opening. Again, delivered perfectly, but Devin McCourty again strips the ball. So credit to the Patriots. But come on, Rams, you got to make those plays.
Devin McCourty's been involved in a couple of those. Another missed opportunity, so a 2nd down and 15. Blitz picked up. Goff stands in, tipped, and almost intercepted. The ball sheared, leapt up and got that one, and it's incomplete. And we get a penalty too. This is behind the line of scrimmage, and an injured Pat. Might be Hightower.
Foul, chop block. Offense, number 30. Half the distance of the goal. Replay, 2nd down.
Well, this is on Todd Gurley. Dante Hightower is going to blitz like they've been doing all day. You see Todd Gurley step up, but he goes low when Cody Wickman is engaged on him high. That's illegal. Not Todd Gurley's fault. Wickman fell back into it. The end result is 15-yard penalty.
The Patriots declined that one. They did, John, because it's going to be a 3rd down and 15 anyway. And Kevin, why not? The Rams are over 5 3rd down.
You know, another big problem that they're not giving this guy a chance with, Jared Goff. Every time they're in the shotgun, they're passing. You got to mix in some run. Right now, the Patriots, when they see shotgun, they're bringing blitz because they know what's happening.
They're only going to go 3-man rush this time. They'll get it out, complete to Kendricks. Not even close to a first down. And so again, it'll be a quick series, 3 and out, and punt for this Rams team. And it's been ugly. Let's call it what it is.
Bill Belichick, he calls it bad football, and that's the worst thing you can do if you're a New England Patriot. The Rams have done it all day, going backwards with silly penalties, dropping balls all over the field. It's bad football.
Good news is the Rams have a heck of a punter, Johnny Hecker. And look at this. Amendola tackled immediately by Michael Thomas, who's been great as a gunner all year long. And so a 55-yard punt, no return. And here comes Tom Brady, trying to become the winningest quarterback of all time with a win today. And he keeps getting better. I don't understand how it's possible, but look at the numbers. The rating tells you this year, maybe his finest year. I mean, he's had bigger numbers statistically, that's for sure. He's already over 60,000 passing yards, joining that elite group. Check this out. Career touchdown passes. Bradshaw and Montana combined, and Brady is up near that mark. I mean, you're running out of superlatives to say about Brady. If he wins today, he's got the most wins for any quarterback ever, surpassing Peyton Manning. But I've got a question for you, John Lynch, after this. We get a flag. It's going to be a completion to the running back. It's white, but we'll see what the penalty is. What I don't understand is how you could be 39 years old, and if you look at it, I mean, he's playing.
Shift, offense, number 15 and 28 shift and never got reset. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
Is he not playing as well as he's ever played?
Oh, he absolutely is. And I'll tell you how. I mean, first of all, you got to thank the good Lord. He's been blessed. He's been blessed with great genes, the ability to heal, all those things. I'll tell you this. I played here. It was going to be year 16 in 2008. Got to be around Tom for about 3 weeks, close to a month. He takes incredible care of himself, from nutrition to everything he does physically. He was way ahead of the curve there. I think he's reaping the benefits now.
going to throw it to the far sideline. Completion to Amendola, gets out near the original line of scrimmage. And don't forget today, he's had a right knee injury that he's been battling for a couple weeks, and he looked a little gimpy at times last week. Hasn't showed itself today so far.
No, out at practice on Friday, he looked great. That was good news because last week he was extremely gimpy. The Patriots are fortunate there, though. That was a hard shot he took from Cam Chancellor in that game. They were very fortunate. But you're right, Kevin. I mean, you just look at the numbers, and these are against the Joe Montanas and Terry Bradshaw, the greatest of all time, and he just outdistances the competition.
2nd and 10. They're going to get it to Lewis. Nope, they won't. Incomplete. Try to get it to Deion Lewis in the flat.
There it is. You go back to week 10, and Cam Chancellor. Wow. Cam Chancellor drew a penalty on that flag, but the helmet right to that right knee. And the Patriots so fortunate, Tom Brady so fortunate, that leg didn't stick in the ground, that cleat kind of released. He's been, the toughness of Tom Brady showed the last 2 weeks because he wasn't coming out of those games despite being in a lot of pain.
3rd down and 10 here. 4-man rush. Brady over the middle, incomplete. A rare inaccurate throw, looking for Edelman. And so the Pats will have to punt. Now the crazy thing is, John, I mean, they've dominated the game, obviously, and the Rams have done zilch on offense. But it's only 17-0. You get the whole half here, but the Rams have to do something. I mean, 17 is not by any stretch game over, but got to have more than 36 yards. Low kick. Cooper. Near side, looking for a return, spin move. And a late penalty comes in as Cooper's on the ground. The ball's at the 45 right now, but let's see what Jerome Boger says with a 45-yard punt. And a 6-yard return.
Joe Cardona on the tackle.
Let's see about the flag.
There is no foul for holding on the play. Timeout.
All right, no penalty. Rams, can they get back in this game? Jeff Fisher trying to figure out how. It's 17-0 New England in chilly Foxborough. We're downtown Boston, the old State House back there. Cars don't go that fast, at least most of the days in downtown. Paul Revere and some of the Patriots on hand.
Patriots are coming.
Yes, they are. They're here. And these are the other Patriots. I don't believe they were around in that century. But I'll tell you what, this century they've dominated the NFL. And in first place currently in the AFC East with a 9-2 record, up 17-0. And the Rams, who've got 36 total yards, just looking for anything at this point. Good field position to start it out. They'll give it to Gurley up the middle. And solid run from Gurley, his best of the day, trying to gain a little momentum. He's going to pick up about 9 on the run.
Well, that's what you expect to see from these Los Angeles Rams with a running back like Todd Gurley. Get in there and pound it. I don't care how many people are in the box. Wear your best player out. And Todd Gurley, you got to start running like their best player a little more often.
Talked about that AFC East, John. You know, the Patriots have so often just the division's been over basically by December. Dolphins have won 6 in a row. They're 2 back, but they're getting shut out 24-0 by the Ravens today. And there's a first down, just the second one of the game for the Rams. So they move forward with Gurley with a couple of good runs.
And what you'd like to see from the Rams, I was talking earlier, they're in the gun, it's pass, they get under center, it's run. What a great opportunity. Now you've run it a couple times, get under the center, play action, take a shot. You got to keep people off balance in this league.
Benny Cunningham now in the game, so Gurley gets a break for a moment. In the shotgun here. And they'll throw it. And here comes the pressure. Goff in trouble, and down he goes. It is Rob Ninkovich. Sack number 3 on the year.
Really nice coverage by the New England Patriots zone, but Jared Goff's looking over to his left, and everybody covered. Rob Ninkovich eventually beats Rob Havenstein. Jared Goff will learn. If it's not there, throw it away. Take a little page out of Tom Brady's book. Can't lose yards because now you're in a real tough situation.
2nd down and 17. Play clock running down 2. It's at 1. They get it off. Time. Goff rolling, throwing high. Caught as he inbounds? No. Quick jump to make the grab, but he could not get both feet in bounds.
Goff does a nice job again of extending the play. There's Brian Quick. Oh, he may have a catch there. That should be challenged.
Let's see. He held on to the ball. Oh, he did.
He
That's a
maintained
catch.
possession. Definitely should be a challenge there. Look at right foot down, heel in, left foot down.
There's no flag yet from Jeff Fisher. Now he's reaching for it, I think.
It's in that winter coat.
He can't find the flag. He had to go and tell the official he wanted to challenge it. He's trying to dig it out, and he couldn't find it. I saw him fishing for it.
These Californians aren't used to those big coats.
This is how it's going for the Rams. Somebody give me the challenge flag. Just challenge it for me.
That's his son right there. He's going, Dad, this is really embarrassing. Could you find the flag, please? But clearly, both feet in. This should be an easy call.
And finally,
after reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is being changed to a completed catch. It will be Los Angeles ball, first down and 10 on the 33-yard line. Los Angeles is not charged a timeout, and the clock should start on my ready.
so that was a heck of a catch, and that's the longest play of the day for the Rams. 17 yards to Quick for a first down. They had, of course, Fisher having a little fun after that.
It's also the longest search for a challenge flag in the history of the NFL.
I have a feeling next week, but the next time they need those jackets, they won't have pockets. John, we wear flip-flops and shorts in LA. There's no one of these winter coats. So a first down for the Rams. They've got 2 on this drive. They go Wildcat here with Gurley getting the ball, trying to get a little run game going, and he gets up to the 30. And he's going to pick up 3. So the Rams just trying anything to get Todd Gurley going in this game. Now 8 carries for 26 yards.
You know, one of the things, and Rob Boros, the offensive coordinator, actually talked about it. The Patriots are so well coached. If you do what you've been doing on film, they're going to be caught, dialed in on your tendencies. So you got to change it up. They haven't thus far today. They're the Wildcat. You got to get a little creative. Be nice to see him run from the shotgun because everything's been a pass.
Second down, they'll pass it again. Goff has completion. Quick breaks a tackle, and Quick is down to the 21. It's another Rams first down, but we have a flag back at the line of scrimmage.
Holding. Offense, number 73. 5-yard penalty, 10-yard penalty. Replay, second down.
That's Greg Robinson, and Greg Robinson was sat down last week for this very problem. He had 12 penalties already on the season. They sat him down, see him up top, working against Kyle Van Noy, and he earned that one. And that's been the problem. He's an incredible athlete. He's just struggled to play at a high level.
He's got 29 penalties the last 2 years. That's the most in the league, and it's not close. And so it makes it a 2nd and 17. They'll get it over to Pharaoh Cooper, looking for some blocks, and he gets it. Good speed by Pharaoh Cooper, getting a chance, the rookie from South Carolina. And at least it makes it somewhat manageable, although a 3rd and long is coming up.
It was really good hustle by Jabal Shurd. He's a guy who got sat in his own right a couple weeks ago. Matt Patricia said, not in the doghouse. We've just got a lot of defensive ends. We've got our roles. Sometimes it comes down to special teams. He's out, but you see the hustle. Sometimes that motivates a player.
Rams going to go bunch left and send Benny Cunningham, the running back, out as a wideout, top of your screen. On 3rd and 9. Goff's got time here, over the middle, complete to Quick. What a tackle! Immediately brought down by Eric Rowe, the former Eagle who's played well the last couple weeks. And now what do you do if you're Jeff Fisher? Looks like field goal time.
Matt Patricia talked about this is a really good tackling team. It shows up on film. The thing that impresses me is it's everyone. Their cornerbacks are willing tacklers, and everyone's an able tackler. It's a hallmark of this Patriots defense. That's why they're the number 3 ranked scoring defense in football.
This will be a 44-yard try for Greg Zuerlein just to get the Rams on the board here. Snap in the hole, they're good, and kick hangs on and is good too. So the Rams finally get something on offense, put together a drive. They get a 44-yard field goal, but the Pats defense so sure of their tackling. Hold them to 3 and still up 14. Charity established to bring water to people who don't have it in Africa.
You know, Kevin, in the pregame show, Michael, Howie, Jimmy, and Terry, Kurt, they did such a great job of talking about all the positive things going on in this league. I had a chance this week. I'm on the committee to get it down to 3 finalists for the Walter Payton Man of the Year.
Yeah.
Reading these stories, the positive things going on in these communities, awesome. I love the fact they get to highlight those causes on their cleats.
Honestly, I think they should be allowed to do it every week. As a return by James White off the kickoff by Zerline. And good coverage. Gets out to the 20, but not much farther than that. Maybe out to the 21. Well, about at the 21. That's where the Patriots will take over. Up 17-3 is Tom Brady going for career win 201, which would, oh, by the way, be the most of any quarterback ever to play this game. The reality is, as much as the Patriots have dominated, Rams got to stop. It's still a game.
You know, Kevin, one of the interesting things, and this is nitpicking a little, but we said without Rob Gronkowski, how are they going to find their explosion? It's certainly not coming in the passing game. Can they find that the rest of the year? Who's that guy? To be interested to see.
Garrett Blunt in the backfield. They will throw it instead. Brady gets some pressure, steps away. Going to throw it deep near side for Edelman. What an adjustment. Edelman makes the catch. Alexander was right there, but he got boxed out. What were you saying about big play, John?
Where are they going to find the explosion? And Edelman says, give me a chance. But first of all, great job by Tom Brady. It's not there right away. Buy some time. Give your guy a chance. The smaller player, 5'10", Edelman, going up against the bigger player, 6'1", Alexander, continues to work to get open. Tom Brady gives him a chance, and Edelman pays it off with an outstanding catch.
A big gainer, and now first down. And here comes Edelman again. He goes long, he goes short, and he goes down inside the 31.
Take a look at that last catch. He's held early in that play, but the concentration, that guy was a quarterback at Kent State. The Patriots really needed a punt returner. They liked his athleticism, and now Edelman's turned into one of the finer receivers in football.
15 yards on that play after the over 30 the play before. First and 10 from the 32. They're going to go far side, a little bobble. Hogan corrals, and then because of the bobble, not much. Joyner on the coverage. Game break. Let's go to Carissa Thompson.
Thanks, Kevin, and we're headed to Atlanta. Both teams fighting for playoff seeding in this one. Kansas City was up 2016 on the road. Fake punt, direct snap to Albert Wilson. 55-yard run. KC's up 27-16. Kevin, John, and Pam.
All Kansas City does is win. The last 23 regular season games under Andy Reid, they're 19-4. 19-4.
319.
Second down and 9. Here's Blunt. And running lane closed down rather quickly for Blunt. Maybe a yard. Michael Brockers helped that effort for Los Angeles.
That's really good defense right there. They finally put an edge on it. And when you put an edge on it, the rest of the party can get to it. Great hustle. And look at right here. Someone's going to put an edge on that defense. Blunt now has to turn inside. Here comes the pursuit. That's good defense by the Rams.
Patriots already in field goal range. This will be a third down and 8. Delayed blitz and incomplete. And Brady wanted Amendola to keep going over the middle, and he sat down. And a field goal try coming up.
Amendola's playtime has been reduced of late, with Malcolm Mitchell really emerging as that third receiver and Chris Hogan being there. And Amendola and Brady not on the same page right there.
So here comes Gostkowski, who has a 28-yard field goal in this one. This will be from 48. And Gostkowski sends it home. Patriots answer the Rams field goal with 3 of their own. Back up to a 17-point lead. Danny Cunningham will take an 8. So Rams get a little momentum with a field goal. Patriots answer right back. Rams down 17 with the football from New England. 20-3 Patriots back at Foxborough along with John Lynch, Pam Oliver on the sidelines. I'm Kevin Burkhardt, rest of our Fox crew. Glad to be with you on this Sunday afternoon. Finally produced by Pete Macheska, directed by Artie Kempner today. Brian Quick in motion. Rams finally moved the ball a little bit last drive to get on the board, see if they could sustain that. With Gurley in the backfield, they'll fake it to him. Goff, tick maybe, and it's intercepted. Kyle Van Noy. Well, second pick of the day for New England.
Well, they continue to bring the heat on Jared Goff. You see the heat this time coming from Jabal Sheard up top. He hits that hand of Goff's and the ball goes fluttering. Great play by Sheard. And Kyle Van Noy has been making some plays of late. He's in there. Dante Hightower hurt, but what a great play by Sheard. Go up and attack the ball, Kyle Van Noy.
So here's Goff. Third NFL start. It hasn't been easy for him, that's for sure. Tough loss against Miami, blown out New Orleans. They're getting beat up today. Now Brady going for the jugular. Incomplete downfield. Edelman raising his hand for a flag. And Marcus Joyner says there was none. Jordan also there on the coverage.
You know, Kevin, you can almost feel Tom Brady, Josh McDaniels, Bill Belichick saying, understanding that without Rob Gronkowski, you know what, we can be efficient, but you got to find some explosives somehow. And look, we've got this game in hand. Let's try to find those explosives. We've seen them go downfield the last couple of series. Double coverage right there, but Tom Brady trusting Julian Edelman that at the least bit, it will be an incomplete pass. I like what they're doing because you have to have that element to win a championship.
2nd and 10. Brady going far side. Got a completion. There is Mitchell. And he jukes his way to a first down for the Pats. It's a gain of 11. You know, we've been talking about Mitchell today because he's really come on the last 3 weeks. And you think about it, he had, 7 catches a whole year, then he had 9 the last 2 weeks, and now he's got 5 today for 37 yards. He and Tom Brady locker next to each other.
And that's always a good thing for a rookie wide receiver. And believe me, everything's intentional here in New England. I promise you that was intentional to putting him next to Tom Brady, and it's paying off.
Sure is. Why don't go back, and that time he drops one.
Malcolm, we were just bragging on you, buddy.
I mean, make us look a little bit better. One thing I found, though, about that, you talked earlier about the trust in some young receivers. He had a drop last week in the game, John, and he went right back to him, and he made a big play. So there is that trust there.
Well, that's a signal from Tom Brady that, number one, I trust him. Number two, I think he can help us win. And talking to Tom Brady, he makes it so clear. We empty the bucket each and every week to try to get a win. That's all we're interested in. And Malcolm Mitchell becoming increasingly a bigger part of that equation.
Here's LeGarrette Blount. Not much. Rams stack it up. And Blount maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage. Michael Jordan in on the stop. Again, he's been playing for E.J. Gaines, who left earlier in that secondary. So 3rd and 11 is coming up.
The Rams have been doing a pretty good job on 3rd down. Patriots only 3 of 11 on the day prior to this 3rd down. They've got them in another tough situation at 3rd and 11.
Told you about Gaines being out. He suffered a quad injury earlier. That's why Jordan's getting a lot of time. 3rd and 11. Blitz. Brady sees it, gets rid of it. White, but he is tackled right away. So the completion to White. But Barron was there on the hit, and that will set up a field goal attempt.
Nice call by Greg Williams, the defensive coordinator. Bring the pressure. The idea there is not necessarily to get a sack, but get the ball out of Tom Brady's hands. If you do that, you better tackle Mark Barron right on the spot to make the tackle.
So here comes Stephen Gostkowski. He's got a couple field goals today, 28 and 48. This would be a 45-yarder. And he is got it. 3 for 3 for Gostkowski today, and the Patriots keep on adding. Kyle Van Noy, they acquired him from the Lions. He's been playing. He's been making an impact. It's Patriots Day here in New England. Patriots are dominating this game, and they have since the start. Jared Goff, he hasn't had any help, John. They've had 4 drops, so look at those numbers, and if you just turn on the game and say, man, that isn't good, but he has had 0 help. And the Rams will get it back again. Gostkowski has 3 field goals. So you're talking about a rookie quarterback trying to win against Belichick here at home. Good luck, because it hasn't happened. Rookie's 0 for 7 against Bill Belichick here with 4 touchdowns and 16 interceptions.
You see, Kevin, par for the course. Bill Belichick told us earlier that they had seen a tendency, frankly, from Jared Goff. His eyes tend to look at the rush when you blitzed him. But Jared Goff, I think, has done well in the midst of the pressure, delivering some balls, and his teammates are just not catching him on a consistent basis. Brian Quick, really the only guy catching it for him.
Here is Todd Gurley. And he's at the original line of scrimmage. John, I think for the Rams, you look at it, right? And look, they have a way to go. We know that. They have work to do here. They got off to a good start. They've been terrible, 1 of 6 the last 7. Okay, you got the rookie quarterback. You hope he blossoms. They can't win unless they figure out how to run the ball. It's the bottom line.
There's no doubt. Jeff Fisher said it. Pam Oliver communicated it. That's how we're built. We're built to be able to run the ball. If not, you're going to struggle. Now, hopefully Jared Goff is the guy. But again, you got to build around him. I think the offensive line needs to be better. I think you need a #1 receiver, and you need a tight end. So the wish list is big here.
That's a long wish list as a completion of Brian Quick. And that'll bring up a 3rd. Nope, that's a 1st down. There's a pickup of 10 to Brian Quick.
Brian Quick came to play today. He's starting to catch the ball on a consistent basis.
He had a real dynamic catch on the sideline, picked up 17 yards. Under 2 minutes to go in this 3rd quarter. Goff has time. Now he's in trouble. Spins away from long, and look out. He's going to throw a duck near side and gets it away, and it's incomplete.
Well, great pressure from Chris Long, who's really been an outstanding fit. He's working against Greg Robinson. Robinson does a nice job, but Chris Long stays relentless, doesn't finish it, but here comes Van Noy, and Goff just running for his life back here. There's those eyes Bill Belichick talking about, coming down instead of being downfield, looking at the rush. That's a habit he's going to have to break.
And so a 2nd and 10. Goff stands in and has a completion of Bradley Marquez, who's hit immediately by Van Noy. Boy, is he having a half. We get a penalty flag, too, back behind the line of scrimmage. It's amazing how the Patriots find these guys on other teams that they can't use.
Offense, number 68. 10-yard penalty. Still 2nd down.
Van Noy started for the Lions earlier this year. They went out and traded for him, and he's been really effective. He had an interception today, had a sack a couple weeks ago. Has the hold on Los Angeles.
You're right, Kevin. The other inside linebacker right now without Hightower in there is Shea McClellan. Now, Shea McClellan was a 1st-round pick of the Chicago Bears, but he can't start for the Chicago Bears. But yet here, he brings some skills that they like for their defense. So they really don't care how someone played someplace else. They look at him for our scheme, and they find guys who excel.
Make it work. Here is a little hookup to Gurley. And guess what? Van Noy one more time. Van Noy, McClellan, Eric Rowe, the quarterback who Philly discarded, wasn't working out there, and he's actually done a nice. He started today at cornerback. I think Alec Ogletree said it best. You think about the Patriots, they do those types of things, and even like a guy like Tom Brady, he said they make unknown guys really good players.
There's a standard here, and there's a system in place. There's a way to play football, the Patriot way.
That way has him up by 20, 3rd and 13. Pressure comes. Goff coming near side. Incomplete. Quick. Went up in the air for it. But he could not haul it down. It was Cyrus Jones, the rookie. It was near on the coverage.
I think the 5th drop on the day. So, again, you got a rookie quarterback. He's taking heat. Is that a perfectly thrown ball? Not by any means, but should it be caught? Absolutely.
Johnny Hecker, in punt formation.
Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Amendola. And he makes the catch and is tackled immediately. Mike Thomas. Tell you what, if you watch the Rams this year, Mike Thomas is down there every single punt.
Their special teams is outstanding, Kevin.
Jeff Fisher likes to move. Well, probably not really his choice, John. He was the coach of the Oilers, and guess what? They were moving to Tennessee. So after '96, they moved to Memphis, kind of a stayover till they got things ready in Nashville, where he was there, obviously for a while, from '99 to 2010, and then on to St. Louis with the Rams. Were there until last year, and then hey, pack up the truck, move into Los Angeles. They bounced around a couple different practice facilities. Obviously, they're playing in the Coliseum, which won't be their permanent home. And Jeff Fisher just hasn't won here. And that's the thing now for Fisher. He hasn't had more than 7 wins in his 5 years as Rams head coach. And Brady will throw far side complete. There's Lewis, who gets belted pretty good by Alec Ogletree. And that will take us to the end of the 3rd quarter, where the Patriots trying to pick up their 10th win. Well on their way, with Edelman and Blunt and Brady up 20. Oh my. See Thomas tackling him on that punt, but he kind of limped off. So we've seen Hightower go out, one of their best defensive players, and now Amendola limps off. And New England on offense here with Blunt in the backfield. And they'll throw it near side edge. Edelman just shimmies off a tackle, and Edelman moves ahead for New England first down out to the 32.
Edelman, Kevin, we talked about the smaller receivers. You know, Edelman kind of the poster boy for that type of player. So good with the yards after catch. There's a common thread. Amendola, Edelman, they're all punt returners, so they know how to move with the ball in their hands. That's what this offense is built on. Tom Brady's accuracy allows them to run most effectively.
And they'll run it here. This is Blunt met by Barron, gain of 1. Maybe 1.5 from Garrett Blunt. Remember, he had that 43-yard touchdown run to get things going on the opening drive on a 4th down and 1. 13 carries, 71 yards. Hasn't carried it much last quarter plus. But that's what the Patriots do. He's been involved. Lewis, 27 yards rushing, White with 18, and they've caught the ball too in their first game without Rob Gronkowski. If you missed that, their star tight end put on injury reserve yesterday with back surgery, and there is no designation return even if they make the Super Bowl. So he's not coming back. Here's another running back. Get it out to White. Use all these guys so effectively. Alexander on the tackle.
You know, it's so fascinating, Kevin, to talk about Tom Brady. Here he is, about to become the all-time winningest quarterback in the NFL history. And you know, I remember vividly way back in 2000 when he was a rookie, playing him in preseason. I was in Tampa, and Monty Kiffin, our defensive coordinator, coming in and talking about this 4th quarterback they have that apparently their coaches loved. They kept 4 quarterbacks that year. We talked to Bill Belichick the other day, and you know, I asked him, did you see something special then? And he said, really, it was about we needed a backup. And we'll tell you more about that story when we come back.
Alexander hurt for the Rams, their starting safety. We're back.
Verizon.
Maurice Alexander out of the game, and it looked like he injured his left arm, and so he is out. Cody Davis in to replace him in the Rams secondary. 3rd and 4 for the Patriots, up 23-3 in this 4th quarter. Brady back at a loft one near side, and he's got another completion. Boy, he is liking Malcolm Mitchell more and more and more. That's his 6th catch of the day.
Well, Malcolm Mitchell, he's going to be lined up right here. The Rams, again, self-inflicted wounds. You better cover that kid. They don't. Brady's going to find the open guy every time.
So Malcolm Mitchell, who had 7 catches his first 7 games, has 6 catches today. He is starting to assert himself. Here is Brady on the first down, has time, stands in near side. Make it catch number 7 for Malcolm Mitchell, who not only is performing, John, this guy's so unique that he hurt his ACL in college and he needed something to do. He joined a woman's book club and just got into reading, and he published his own children's book on his own dime in college.
Yeah, Josh McDaniels talked about his maturity, and his maturity helps him relate with Tom Brady. Again, I go back to he can catch the ball. That is what makes him relate with Tom Brady.
Helping him win helps him relate, doesn't it?
Yeah, back to Tom Brady.
Yes.
Listen, it was back in 2000. So I asked Belichick, did you know you had something special? And he said, it was about finding a backup. We had Drew Bledsoe. Behind him was John Freese. He wasn't getting it done. Michael Bishop, great preseason player, but that wasn't their guy. So we needed a backup. They found Tom Brady. They liked him. 2001, Bledsoe doesn't have a great preseason. Belichick says, I'm getting worried. We had brought in Damon Heward to be the backup. Tom clearly beat him out. Then we all know the hit that changed the course of history in the NFL when Mo Lewis hit Drew Bledsoe.
This is Blunt weaving his way for a Patriots first down and a penalty flag. Comes behind the line.
Offense, number 88. 10-yard penalty. Still second down.
And here's that hit. Mo Lewis hit Drew Bledsoe so hard on the sideline. Bledsoe was fighting for his life really that night, had internal bleeding. Tom Brady, the unknown second-year player, comes in and leads them. Now, Bill Belichick, it's hard to draw praise here. We're talking about, arguably, there's Drew Bledsoe, the greatest quarterback of all time. And Belichick says he really didn't do much that year. You know, we were great on defense, great on special teams.
Unbelievable. Here's Edelman. And Edelman takes it down to the 26 for New England. Yeah, he didn't do much that year.
He said we scored 3 offensive touchdowns in the playoffs, but there's great admiration for Bill Belichick for Tom Brady and vice versa. Brady said, listen, the fact that he loves to grind as much today as my first year, I love it. They have a great relationship, really. They spend a ton of time together, and it's benefited them both in a great way.
Maurice Alexander back on the field for the Rams, number 31, so that's good news for their starting safety. 3rd and 6. Pressure. Brady calmly eludes and fires low for Edelman. Incomplete. Let's go down the sidelines with Pam Oliver.
Hey there, Kevin. An injury update for you. Wide receiver Danny Amendola, well, he is questionable now with an ankle. He is questionable with an ankle. Back to you.
All right, Pam, thanks. Yeah, we saw him hobbling off. Wasn't sure exactly what it was after that punt return. So Pam tells us his ankle. Meanwhile, here's Gostkowski. He's perfect on the day, 3 of 3. This would be a 45-yard try from Gostkowski. And the Patriots keep on adding to that lead. 4th field goal today. There was like national panic because Gostkowski missed a couple field goals. I think he's okay. Today, as a 26-3 score, they've dominated. The Rams couldn't get anything going, and then Tom Brady in his first game without Rob Gronkowski. They played without him this year. He's been hurt this year. Just doing his thing. 242 yards and a touchdown, spreading it around. They've run the ball effectively today. Brady with a touchdown pass. And oh, by the way, set to become the winningest quarterback in NFL history if the Pats will hold on and win this. Cunningham across the 20. Well, welcome to the broadcast booth. My partner, 9-time Pro Bowl safety John Lynch. I'm Kevin Burkhardt. You said it earlier in the broadcast. Very under your career, you were here for a few weeks. You play with Brady. I say so many great things about him, but the most wins ever by any quarterback, that is monumental.
You almost don't have to add anything. I mean, he's just, you know, look, you can have your own opinions. I played against different guys, had more success against Tom than I did against Manny. But you look at the numbers, it's hard to argue. He's made the case, and he's made it. That resume speaks for itself, and it's pretty cool as a football fan to see history like this being made.
It is something else. And it just goes to show you, we Talked about it earlier in the game. These teams played in the Super Bowl 36, and how different their organizational path has been. Most wins by starting quarterback. Brady and Peyton Manning tied at 200. That'll be broken today. And Brady, you see, he's only done it in 200. I mean, he's 263.
That speaks to how good the team has been as well. But he's a big part of the reason the team's been that good.
Dante Hightower is back in the game for New England. That's a huge good news for them. Their stud inside linebacker, number 54. Here comes Goff. Kendricks makes the catch. For Butler, knocks him out of bounds. So bring up a third down for these Rams. Got 92 total yards. They're 0 for 8 on third downs. They've got 4 drop passes. It hasn't been pretty here today in New England. Third and 7. Blitz coming. Goff buried. Long is there.
We talked about it, Kevin. They always find these veteran players. Here's Chris Long. He's going to come inside. Excuse me, he's rushing outside, going to spin inside. And there he is finishing Jared Goff. A great fit here in New England, but they've delivered on what they told us. We're going to bring pressure in this young man's face. He hasn't been helped by his teammates, but Jared Goff feeling the New England Patriots.
So Cyrus Jones is back. Remember we told you Amendola is hurt. Pam gave us that report on his ankle. Look at this kick by Hector. Flag is down. Here's Jones looking to make something happen. Dances out to the 20. Well, nothing else. Boy, do the Rams have a good punter. I mean, he is so good, Hector. A 4-5 hang time on that one. And how about Chris Long, the longtime Ram?
Holding. Receiving team, number 31. Half the distance to the goal. New England keeps the ball. First down.
76-yard punt by Johnny Hecker. Chris Long is probably happy he's with the Patriots, I'd say. Talked about it earlier in the game. These teams played in the Super Bowl 36, and how different their organizational path has been. Most wins by starting quarterback. Brady and Peyton Manning tied at 200. That'll be broken today. And Brady, you see, he's only done it in 200. I mean, he's 263.
That speaks to how good the team has been as well. But he's a big part of the reason the team's been that good.
Dante Hightower is back in the game for New England. That's a huge good news for them. Their stud inside linebacker, number 54. Here comes Goff. Kendricks makes the catch. For Butler, knocks him out of bounds. So bring up a third down for these Rams. Got 92 total yards. They're 0 for 8 on third downs. They've got 4 drop passes. It hasn't been pretty here today in New England. Third and 7. Blitz coming. Goff buried. Long is there.
We talked about it, Kevin. They always find these veteran players. Here's Chris Long. He's going to come inside. Excuse me, he's rushing outside, going to spin inside. And there he is finishing Jared Goff. A great fit here in New England, but they've delivered on what they told us. We're going to bring pressure in this young man's face. He hasn't been helped by his teammates, but Jared Goff feeling the New England Patriots.
So Cyrus Jones is back. Remember we told you Amendola is hurt. Pam gave us that report on his ankle. Look at this kick by Hector. Flag is down. Here's Jones looking to make something happen. Dances out to the 20. Well, nothing else. Boy, do the Rams have a good punter. I mean, he is so good, Hector. A 4-5 hang time on that one. And how about Chris Long, the longtime Ram?
Holding. Receiving team, number 31. Half the distance to the goal. New England keeps the ball. First down.
76-yard punt by Johnny Hecker. Chris Long is probably happy he's with the Patriots, I'd say. Patriots start to shadow their own goal line. They have controlled this one from the start. Get it over to Malcolm Mitchell. Makes a man miss. Boy, this kid is looking good today. 8 catches for Mitchell today as he broke through the tackle of Michael Jordan. He picks up 13 more yards.
You know, Kevin, it was fun talking to Josh McDaniels, the offensive coordinator. Why these yards after catch are so prevalent here? It's something they work on. Look, there's no secret. When you want to be good at something, work on it. They basically go old school, street yard, calling guys out. Malcolm Butler will call out Malcolm Mitchell. It's one-on-one. Let's see who's going to win. They do it repeatedly. You become good at things when you do them over and over.
Here's Blunt. And he gets gang tackled on the near side. Tom Brady, 2-time MVP, 3-time Super Bowl MVP, 11-time Pro Bowler. How about his wins? 200 of them. First one, maybe Peyton Manning and the Colts, 44-13. Since he's won in 37 different stadiums, defeated every team except his own. Most wins versus Buffalo. He's done pretty much everything. He's got more playoff wins than 22 teams. That is crazy. And that's the number he's going to get today, the most ever. Second down and 10. Say this is Blunt. Good move. He really does look quick. You know, John, for as good as Brady is getting rid of the ball and he doesn't get sacked, yeah, Patriots offensive line, you talked about Dante Scarnecchia. Their 2 tackles are incredible stories in its own right.
They really are. I mean, not only are they playing at an incredibly high level, both these guys have beat different forms of cancer. It's incredible. Marcus Cannon just rewarded with a new contract. Nate Solder, both have beat cancer themselves. Talking with Nate Solder, who's playing great. His son also has been dealing with cancer. So tough things going on in these guys' lives, but they've managed to play great football in the midst of that.
Protecting Brady. Mitchell again and can't hang on. So Mitchell with the drop. Solder's son Hudson, 16 months old, diagnosed with kidney cancer last year, and he's going through it, but he told us that he's doing well, fighting right now. Imagine that if you're trying to concentrate. He was out last year, torn bicep, and he said, you know what, hated being away, but it was good to be with my family at that point.
You asked him how he battled through it, how he got through it. He said, listen, without faith, I don't know what I've done, and my goodness, what a story. And it's great to see him playing so very well.
There's Cooper playing for the injured Tavon Austin today. And he is not going to go very far. It has been all Patriots here in Foxborough with Brady and Edelman and Belichick.
He's working. This game's over, but he never stops working. That's Josh McDaniels and Tom Brady. Then Tom Brady's going to go down to his rookie receiver, Malcolm Mitchell, who's having a great game. And I'm trying to figure this out. Malcolm Mitchell says, that's me. Tom later asks him, how many yards are you supposed to go? He goes, 10. He wasn't at 10. He's always working.
That's fascinating stuff. Here's Todd Gurley, and Todd Gurley busts his way out near the 40, and they say that ball was down. No fumble on the play. Under 7 minutes to go here from Foxborough. We'll look to see if he was down. Yep.
Down. Once that elbow's down, he's down. Control of the ball.
So a gain of 9. Gurley just 10 carries, 35 yards today. Goff going to throw it. He dropped. Marquez was a little bit behind him. And it'll bring up a 3rd down and 1. You know, we've seen a lot of games here in Foxborough where the Patriots do this to other teams, John. But it bears mentioning the Rams have 94 yards with under 7 minutes to go. 94.
And this has been a defense that's been giving up some yards. They've been great in the points arena, which is the most important. Today they've raised the level of their game.
In a big way. 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Trying to get it with Gurley, and they do. Let's go down the sidelines with Pam Oliver.
Well, Kevin, absolutely nothing to celebrate for the Rams today, but Jeff Fisher, who is in a contract year, got some good news of his own. He was given a 2-year contract extension. That was being reported. I was able to confirm that information with a high-ranking team official. Now, I asked him why now. He said 2 things. We wanted some stability and consistency in our organization.
Pam, great job by you on that. And we showed you the thing before with Fisher moving around. I think the stability Pam's talking about is just that. He's been through it. He's a veteran. It's good to the players. But, the reality is he hasn't won, John. It's his 5th year, and obviously after a good start, they've gone downhill. So interesting that this gets announced today.
And I'll tell you, if I'm the owner making that decision, everything to me, we've invested in this rookie quarterback with the #1 pick. Everything would be centered around what's best for him to grow. I'll leave that to people to make their own judgment on if this is the best situation for Jared Goff. Do you want consistency? Yes. But you also better get it right. And so we will see as Jared Goff develops. And look, I can tell you, looking at Jared Goff, he's got the goods. But you got to surround him with some guys and some scheme that puts him in the best situation. I'm not sure that's there.
Well, it's certainly an interesting decision for these Rams. And I think, look, anybody that knows Jeff Fisher, he's easy to like. I mean, he's easy to play for. The players play for him. They like him. But
good man.
It's results, John. That's what this league is about. And that's what the Rams haven't had. 3rd and 10. They haven't had the results today, that's for sure. Goff stands in. High throw incomplete. It seems like in his first half, Goff had some drops, didn't have help. He's gotten a little bit more inaccurate this half.
His accuracy has started to wane. And that happens. We've seen it with Carson Wentz. Excellent at the beginning of the season. His team struggling. He starts to struggle. That's not a well-thrown ball by Jared Goff, and he's got to be better.
Whistle blows for Hecker can punt it.
Before the snap, timeout, New England. They're first.
Patriots call a timeout, John. I was going to say this about Hecker. He's got 3 after that last one. He's got 3 punts of over 70 yards. That's more than any team has this year. Most, I think, is 2. Guy is just been unbelievable.
You know what else he has, Kevin? A big fan in Bill Belichick.
Oh, my goodness. Unsolicited, Bill Belichick talked about him for 10 minutes with us the other day. Coming up next, it's America's Game of the Week. Speaking of rookie quarterbacks, Dak Prescott. That's an old promo. This is the Giants and Steelers, not the Cowboys and Steelers. Sorry about that. Started reading. I was like, wait a second. The Cowboys played on Thursday night. It's the Giants and Steelers. That's coming up. That's also a huge game. Giants on fire. Let's show you the quarterbacks that'll be playing in the game coming up. Dak Prescott sitting on his couch. Eli Manning and Ben Roethlisberger is the game. The Giants have won 6 in a row, and the Giants play Dak Prescott and the Cowboys next week. Steelers on the outside looking into the playoffs right now.
They've got to go, and Ben Roethlisberger, he tends to play well when much like Tom Brady, when it matters most. It's going to be a great showdown. I'm impressed with the Giants, Kevin. This Ben McAdoo doing a heck of a job bringing the best out of these Giants.
Tom Brady, can't take him out, can you, John? He's got a knee injury. Game is well in hand. He's going to finish this thing out, isn't he? With under 6 minutes to go, they will run it up the gut to Blunt. Maybe try and get LeGarrette Blunt. 100-yard game is at 80 before that rush. See behind Tom Brady, you can see the sign. We're trying to see it there. There it is, the GOAT, number 201. That's how many wins he would have, the most ever after this one is over. On those Giants, John, who knows what's going to happen. The NFL's been so topsy-turvy. And, looks right now that the way the Cowboys are going, they're going to win that division. Even though the Giants gave them their only loss, Edelman gets popped. But he's got a New England first down. I'll tell you one thing, though. I think if the Cowboys see the Giants in the playoffs, that's not a matchup that they're going to be raving about.
Giants have always matched up well with the Cowboys. Now this is a new Cowboys team with Dak and Ezekiel. Hey, Kevin, one more thing that just blew my mind. We saw last week it was Tom Brady's 50th comeback win. So you go a little deeper, and that puts him in 3rd, 4th place. But his percentage in those games, we're going to show you a graphic. It blew my mind how he just, again, has outpaced the best of the best.
Yeah, this was stunning after this play. Hogan has the catch far side, short game. Yeah, not only does he come back, but this is amazing. His record in games, so these are games he's either trailing or tied in the fourth quarter, and his record is 50-42 in those situations.
And no one's close. Look at Staubach at 25-26 is the closest percentage. Peyton Manning, 58 of them, the most all time, but the percentage not there. Now, Peyton didn't play on the teams that Tom Brady, but that's just remarkable. His ability to play his best when it's, you know, just like third down, when it's supposed to be harder, he brings out his best.
Here's Hogan, and he makes the grab. That'll be a 3rd down and 2. Robert Kraft, the owner of the Patriots, on the right. Rupert Murdoch, our boss, on the left.
We had a nice visit at halftime. Mr. Murdoch, his son Lachlan, and Peter Rice, our big bosses at Fox, came by to say hello, and that was a nice visit. They had a great time. Mr. Kraft invited them last night to the celebration 15 years ago, their first Super Bowl under this regime.
That must have been some party. Incomplete on 3rd down, as Ethan Westbrook's delivered some pressure. Some footage of that last night, celebrating the champs of Super Bowl 36. That looks pretty elegant. Drew Bledsoe and so many of the guys, Teddy Bruschi. You can name that was some defense, wasn't it, that they had that year? Willie McGinnis, obviously, Vrabel,
Ty Law, Lawyer
Malloy. I mean, you go down and down the list. That was something else. And that was the first Super Bowl of 4.
5-yard penalty, still 4th down.
You know, it's funny when you talk to Bill Belichick and Robert Kraft, they both have a special place in their heart for that team. It was the first, and it wasn't a team loaded with household names. They kind of were underdogs, and they went and got it. They have a special place in their heart.
Nate Ebner down to make a heck of a tackle there. And the Rams will take over. 3:29 to go, trailing 26-3. Team sure does have a special place in their hearts. And the most wins in history, this is what we've been talking about. Tom Brady about to hit 201. Peyton Manning, the old record holder, with 200. And then Favre, his wonderful career, 199. John Elway at 162. Tom Brady, he may be 39 years old, but in his 17th year, he has absolutely no signs of slowing down or desire not to play anymore. He may absolutely blow that number away. These are the updated standings. The Dolphins getting pummeled today by Baltimore and their 6-game win streak. So this division is going to be a 3-game lead. Here comes the former Bear, Shea McClellan.
Talk about getting pummeled. That's been Jared Goff today. It's been stunts designed by that man. It's been blitzes. Awesome plan by Matt Patricia. McClellan up top. Going to come up like he's rushing outside, then stunt on inside and finish Jared Goff. Shea McClellan fits into that Patriot style of defense of player where he's versatile. He can rush. He can cover a little bit. Didn't work for him in Chicago, but he's found a nice home here with the New England Patriots.
Blitz coming. Goff gets rid of it. Comes near side. Cooper gets popped and dropped. What a hit that was by Malcolm Butler. Remember, catch, control, 2 feet, and an element of time. That's a bang-bang play. Didn't look like he ever had it.
This is what I love about this defense. Everybody on this defense will hit you. Malcolm Butler, he's not huge in stature. He's not even big in stature, but don't tell him that. He's going to come whack you. Just ask Farrell Cooper.
3rd down and 17. Feels like the Rams have been in these all day long. It's 3rd and longs. Goff floats it out near side, and that's not going to get it done. Tyler Higbee. And it'll bring up 4th down, and they will punt. Total yards, 404 to 90.
Kevin, what you don't like to see, you want to see improvement. At some point, he's got to go through this. But like you said, just that last series, the accuracy has gotten worse as the game's gone on. And that's on him. Now, Did anyone help him? No, they didn't run the ball. The receivers didn't catch it when he was throwing it accurately, but it takes its toll on rookie quarterbacks. And so his challenge is to continue to find improvement. You're going to have your struggles, but you got to get better each and every week somehow.
Takes us to the 2-minute warning. It has not been a good day for the Rams. It'll be a long flight home. Drops, mistakes, and another blowout as the Patriots in control. Fans emptying out in New England. It's been Patriots all day long. 26-3. They're about to win their 10th game. Rams with 2 minutes to go have a field goal, and they've got 96 total yards. And Goff just going to let it fly. He's got Britt wide open, and Kenny Britt makes the catch on his feet, still going, dropped at the 1.
Well, there's a throw that looked like a #1 pick. First of all, look at the route. Little double move. They talked about throwing that in the game plan. Maybe should have done it a little bit earlier. But Jared Goff, nice pass, hitting Kenny Britt in stride.
And off Cunningham, doesn't get it. That was a 66-yard play, John. So at least some positive to take into the week. And they call a timeout with 1:20 to go.
You can see arm talent on film, and I'll tell you what, I mean, there's no doubt in my mind, as I said earlier, that Jared Goff has that. He also sees things well, but the one thing he's going to have to change, when you bring pressure, you got to keep your eyes downfield. Feel the rush, but eyes downfield. And Matt Patricia, he dialed it up from the very beginning. They came out early and often. Hitting Jared Goff, came from every angle. Creative in their disguises, creative in their pressure. Some three-man, but ultimately they hit that young man all day long, and that affects any quarterback.
Those are some big numbers for the New England defense, trying to keep the Rams out of the end zone. We get a penalty flag.
Half the distance to the goal. Still second down.
That moves it 2 inches. Coming up next after our game, it'll be the State Farm Game Break Show. Kurt, Terry, Howie, Michael, Jimmy will have scores and highlights from around the league. They'll get you ready for America's Game of the Week. Giants and Steelers coming up.
The Patriots had 12 on the field,
yeah.
And I can tell you what's going to happen in film session. They played a great game, right? How can we have 12 men on the field? And you can just hear Bill Belichick. He'll coach these guys hard, and that will be the focus. How can we do that?
And now we get movement. Uh-oh. That may take it another inch closer.
Encroachment. Defense, number 97. Half the distance to the goal. Still second down.
Things going sour in New England, John.
Add that to the reel. But that's why he's great. He wants perfection. It's never perfect, but they come very close to it.
Second and goal. Goff on the rollout, looking to run, looking to throw. He's got Britt, and he's got a touchdown. So a touchdown from Goff to Britt.
Good creative call. Fake little play action. Kenny Britt continues to working that back of the end zone. Goff with a nice accurate throw, and Britt brings it in for the touchdown.
Zerline come on to attempt the extra points. Brady, you can't, it's unbelievable. I think someone could tell Tom it's safe. He will pick up that win today. But listen, history with the most ever wins today. I'd want to be out on the field too.
He doesn't come out. I mean, we've been here before in blowout victories, and he plays right to the end.
He does.
I've always wondered why they don't take him out, but that's just part of the standard to be a Patriot. You go play, and you play to the end.
A little smile from Brady. And why not for him today? 33 of 46, 269 yards and a touchdown. And with that, they're going to extend to a 3-game lead in the division. The Dolphins were playing well. They had won 6 in a row, but now New England firmly in control for another AFC East title.
You know, and Kevin, one of the cool things, I mean, Tom Brady really is that guy where individual statistics don't mean a whole lot to him. Had a good opportunity. We had a great talk the other day. He told me right from the start, John, this one's special because what it represents. It's what everyone's trying to do is go win ball games. That's what the focus is here. That's what we do every week. And so for this, it represents all the great players I've played with, all the great teams I've played on. He said, right place, right time for me. You think had that Mo Lewis hit never happened? What happens to this guy? It's an unbelievable story. He's an unbelievable player.
So I'm guessing the Rams try an onside here, but we'll see. Kick it off. So they got to run back and go get this. And never mind. Goes out the back of the end zone. Let's get a game break with Carissa Thompson.
Thanks, Kevin. Actually, I'm going to let you know about America's Game of the Week. Giants winners of 6 straight. Eli facing Big Ben in Pittsburgh. Both members of that illustrious 2004 quarterback class. And like Brady, they've got a few Super Bowl rings. It's all coming up next.
Carissa, you read that a lot better than I did earlier. Thank you for that. That should be a good game. Joe, Troy, and Aaron will have the call of that one. Fans that are here still, John, up on their feet, realizing what this means for their quarterback. Tom Brady taking a knee.
And now it's...
That is special. All-time winningest quarterback is Tom Brady with his 201st win today, and it came easy for the Patriots, who will wrap it up with a 26-10 win. That'll do it for us. For Pam Oliver, John Lynch, I'm Kevin Burkhardt. To L.A. we go. Kurt Menefee and the fellas at the State Farm